Yo, what's good guys? Thank you for clicking on today's video. I'm going to be showcasing you guys these amazing shakes that you can add to your videos, music videos, TikToks, Instagram reels, whatever project you are working on where you need that impact and energy. These are the shakes you're going to want to use. Trust me, you do not want to miss out on this. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and if you've been enjoying the content, smash that like button. So let's just dive straight into this. So first thing we're going to need to do is obviously make sure we have our clip ready wherever it is. If you've got it in After Effects already, perfect, because these shakes are for After Effects. But like I always mentioned, I do some of my videos in Premiere and then I do the VFX in After Effects. So we're just going to right click here and we are going to go replace with After Effects composition, and we're going to go straight to After Effects, and we're just going to save that as one of these. Okay, so then now when we get to a certain part in the clip right here where the clip changes, that's where you want to add your shakes. In my opinion, that works the best because it showcases where another scene is coming in, or where you just want to emphasize that sort of impact and that energy within the video. So as you can see, I've already put my marker here in Premiere Pro on where the cut is. So when I go into After Effects, the marker is right here. So all we need to do, guys, is very simple. Once you've downloaded the presets and you have it all within After Effects, you just right click here, you go to new, you go to adjustment layer, and make sure that your dial is within this line here of where the cut is, and you just go to presets. And for me, I'm going to go to animation presets because that's where the user preset folder is, where all my presets are, and we're going to go to ultimate shake pack. Okay, and for example, we're just going to try out the bouncy lens shake. Okay, these shakes are perfect, guys. I really do love them, and you just drag them onto your adjustment layer. And what's going to happen is you just press U on the keyboard and your keyframes are going to come up. For a disclaimer, guys, you're going to make sure that you have Sapphire and Universe for these plugins. It works very well and they are required to use within these effects. So just simple as, guys, what you're going to do is you're just going to be able to drag these keyframes on where you feel like is best for when the effect needs to start. So for example, if you're having a shake effect and you want it to transition within the shake, you're not going to do it after it cuts like this. You're going to make sure that you're dragging it just before the cut happens. So I'd say around here. So as soon as we see that we're getting a shake that is going into the next scene, that's how you want it. And what's good about these shakes is that after it lands in, it does a nice little shake just to end it off with these keyframes towards the end. Okay, so simple as that, guys. So now when we watch that back, we've got a nice shake, and that is looking so clean. Simple as, guys, drag and drop. But you can play around with these, you can play around the keyframes, you can play around with the settings on the shake here, you can change the intensity on some of the glows and certain things that I have added here with the transform, etc. So they are absolutely customizable. But guys, just to show you how easy it is to apply these shakes and make your videos look 10 times better, look how clean that is looking. So we could do the same thing, for example, just for this clip right here. This is why I've lined up a few, and I'm gonna make sure that my cut is right here. So there's already a flash in this video, so we're just gonna add an M marker here, and then we're gonna right click, replace with After Effects composition, go back to After Effects, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do adjustment layer, and then where the marker is, we're gonna add, let's just say, bouncy shake, see what that looks like. And then we're gonna press U on the keyboard again, and as you can see, the shake happens as that scene comes in, but you kind of want it to go into it just to create this nice transition here. So then now as it goes in, it's like turning and shaking. And again, you can change all the settings here, guys. Feel free to customize it. As you can see, we've got all keyframes here for the glow, brightness, threshold. Change it up to how you want it to, and you can actually make this effect look a lot more different than it actually is right now. So if we press play, you can see, bang, look at that shake. That is just, it just looks so effortless. It looks so clean, and it goes well with videos like this, especially on slow-mo shots where you have a little cameo like this. It just sinks in perfectly. So when we go back to Premiere Pro, we can watch it back just like this. If we are editing, there you go, there's your shake, so clean. And we can just do the same thing for this clip here. So say as it turns from Tion and it goes to Russ like that, like a quick whip, right here we can add our marker, and again replace with After Effects composition, go to After Effects, repeat the process, and you can do this over your whole project that you have within your music video, and you'll be able to run through your VFX so much faster than having to do it manually and figuring out what sort of shake you want. You can just drag and drop, guys. Simple as this. This disconnected shake is pretty nice, so we're just going to drag this onto this layer here and open up the keyframes, and we're just going to see where we kind of want this shake to happen. So as soon as it lands on Russ, that's kind of where we want it to happen. So this one's like a nice black and white disconnected feeling, where it's like, you know, the color of the camera goes and comes back, which is pretty sick. So when we watch this back and let that render through, so that now we got something like that. It's very subtle, it's very smooth, but it just looks good with a video where you're trying to include that sort of look and create that impact, guys. It's very important. And then we could just go to our last clip right here and see where we want to add our shake. So I'd say as Russ goes like that, we can add our shake just to include that impact. It does look a bit funny, and we can try somewhere else if it doesn't look right, but right here we can add our adjustment layer. And then we could go to, let's just say something like, I'm not even sure, we've got so many shakes here, guys. We could go to bouncy Y shake and see what this looks like. And we can just, as soon as it comes in, I'd say around there. So for the presets that are like this, you just want to make sure that you hold Control Shift and then D on the keyboard to split the adjustment layer before the keyframes here. So none of this is showing. So then we just click delete, so then that's gone. So then now when it goes in to our shake, we don't have any of that distortion that we were just seeing. So now I'd say around here to bring in the shake. So we'll have something looking like this. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking for that trippy look, if you're looking for something that just kind of stands out, this is definitely for you. And then what we can do is we can just copy this adjustment layer and we can drag this and open up the keyframes so that there can be another shake involved within this part of the video. So then I'd say maybe something around here, and we can just drag it right onto that part and where it comes in. So then we know we got our shake. Just like that, guys. So simple, very easy to add, very effective. You can move these around, customize the keyframes, see where you want to put them. And say for example we wanted to just add another shake, we could just do the same thing, duplicate this layer and drag it right there and open up our keyframes on this adjustment layer. So then now when we want to move and adjust, we've got something looking like that. So it's like 1, 2 and then 3. Smooth, sick, guys. You can play around with a lot of these. There's so many more here to look through. We got around 15 shakes here, guys. There's so much to play around with, so feel free to customize these, put them in your own style and just have fun with them. I'll add a preview to the advert on how some of these other shakes do look. If you wanted to see more of them, feel free to just watch that on the screen right now. You can just kind of see what sort of effects we got going on in terms of all the other shakes. But for today's video, these are the 4 main shakes I like to use within this pack. They are so clean and it just suits my style best. The other shakes are like really nice for like trippy videos, but because I'm editing videos that are within this sort of style, it just works so well. So guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button if you enjoyed today's video. Feel free to download these shakes today. The link will be in my description. I appreciate all the support and I'll catch you in the next video. Love.